Happy New Year, everybody. I have a feeling that 2025 is gonna be good. I've been looking at some of the movies coming out, specifically some of the horror movies coming out, and ooh boy, does it look good. I'm excited. So we're gonna talk about some of the movies that I am the most excited for this year, the most anticipated movies, and let's get excited for what's to come this year in 2025 in movies. So the very first horror movie of 2025 is already out, and I believe that movie is called The Damned. I'm not gonna lie, I have heard mixed reviews about this one, but the premise really intrigues me. This is a psychological horror film set in the 19th century in Iceland, following a widow who is tasked with making an impossible choice when a ship sinks off the coast of her isolated fishing outpost during the middle of an especially cruel winter. It sounds interesting. I like a time period piece. I like something set in the winter, so it might be kind of fun. It sounds like something I would like, a psychological thriller, so I'm excited to see it. Again, I've heard mixed reviews about it, and I've heard some buzz as well that this one is kind of a slow burn, but I really like the setting of it. I really like the premise of it. So right off the bat this year, this could be a good one to go see. Although this one is, the only place this one is playing in is a theater like 2 hours away from me. So I'll have to find some time to see it and let you guys know how it is, since the reviews are so mixed. But it is one, personally, I think that I want to go see and I'm looking forward to. Another movie coming out in January. This one is really interesting. It's called Presence, and it's about a family that moves into a suburban house and becomes convinced that they are not alone. It's supposed to be shot from the ghost in the home's perspective, which is really unique and kind of cool. So everything is revealed through glimpses of the family that the presence, so to say, sees. I really like haunting movies, so I'm looking forward to this one. This one's starring Lucy Liu, whom I really like as well. And this movie will also be out really soon in January. I believe it comes out January 24th, 2025. So Presence, something to look forward to if you like a little haunting ghost movie, a movie from the ghost perspective. Very intriguing. Another movie coming out in January is called Companion. This is a romantic psychological thriller. Look, I don't like romance movies, I don't like romantic movies, but I love psychological thrillers. And because I love psychological thrillers, I'm a bit interested in this one. And it doesn't seem like your typical romance movie, it's more like your dark romance movie. What is going to get me to see this movie, though, is Sophie Thatcher. I loved her in Heretic. I am really excited for what she's going to do here. She's one of those actresses that I'm kind of now following because I think that she's really good. And this one seems very kind of interesting. So basically, the synopsis is that a billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Sophie Thatcher's character Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. So I'm speculating that Iris, the main character of this, might be like AI or non-human, because there's a scene in the trailer where she has like her arm out and flames are like engulfing her arm and she seems fine with it. So I don't know. I do like that the trailer is very vague, so I don't really know what to expect from this one. I think it's going to be like a dark horror thriller, psychological with a little bit of romance, so I'm interested for that one. And it's in theaters January 31st, so one to catch at the back half of January. Let's move on to February. Here is a holiday horror, and it's in February, so guess what holiday horror it is? Valentine's Day, okay? That's kind of fun. I like holiday horror. I'm kind of interested in this one. This one is like one of those that I could see either being really good or really bad. And that movie is Heart Eyes. So Heart Eyes is about a killer called the Heart Eyes Killer who wreaks havoc on Valentine's Day by stalking and murdering romantic couples. No couple is safe this Valentine's Day. So it's kind of interesting. It's not no one is safe, it's no couple is safe. So there's not going to be one kill, it's going to be in kills of two. Kind of interesting premise. I kind of like the idea of that. We might be getting a fun little romantic slasher film this February. Let's hope it delivers. Coming February 7th, 2025. Here's one that I've already been seeing a lot of trailers about. With all the movies I went to in 2024, I was already seeing trailers about this. This is The Monkey. This is written and directed by Osgood Perkins, the guy that gave us Longlegs, so hopefully this one isn't overhyped. A lot of people thought that the advertising and the trailers for Longlegs were like spot on, but it was a little bit too overhyped and the movie didn't deliver on all fronts that they thought it was going to. Hopefully this one doesn't do that. I am excited for this one. It's an upcoming comedy horror film, so that makes it interesting, and it's based off of the 1980 short story The Monkey by Stephen King. So we've got a Stephen King story, we've got Osgood Perkins bringing this story to life. sounds like it could be promising. And we also have Theo James here. I believe Elijah Wood is in this one. It is scheduled to be released February 21st, 2025. So the premise of this one is we have two twin brothers stumble upon a toy monkey in the attic, and then they witness a string of horrifying deaths unfolding around them, and then in an attempt to leave the haunting behind, the brothers discard the monkey, and then they pursue their own separate paths. However, when the deaths and craziness starts to resurface, the brothers are compelled to embark on a mission to eliminate the cursed toy. Sounds interesting enough. I'm excited for this one. Again, let's hope it doesn't disappoint. Sinners is a movie set to be released in March. This one has Michael B. Jordan in it. I love that. I love Michael B. Jordan. He's a pretty good actor. So this one follows two brothers set in the Jim Crow era who seek a fresh start only to find that a great evil has taken root. So apparently this is a vampire thriller. So already I'm in. This is going to be interesting. A Jim Crow era vampire movie with two brothers. Ooh. And the trailer is very vague as well. You don't even kind of grapple that it is a vampire thriller, so I think that they're really going to bring this to life. It's going to be cool. It looks like it blends supernatural horror with historical tension. It's written and directed by Ryan Coogler, known for Black Panther and Creed. Like I said, it stars Michael B. Jordan. That's already exciting, so I'm excited for that. So here's one to look forward to in March, if that interests you at all. Here's an A24 that kind of interests me. As you guys know, I kind of do like A24, so I'm interested into what they'll be doing this year. Opus. Basic premise is that it's about a young writer who's invited to a remote compound of a pop star who mysteriously disappeared. She's surrounded by the star's cult and finds herself in the middle of his twisted plan. Set to be released mid-March, March 14th, I believe. A bit vague at the moment, but it sounds like it could be something kind of interesting. So I'm excited for that one. That is another one in March to look forward to. Here's one set to be released in April. It's called Until Dawn, and this one follows a group who spends the weekend in a ski lodge on the anniversary of their friend's disappearance, unaware that they're not alone. Sounds pretty basic, right? But I really like the setting here, a ski lodge. I find that to be a little bit interesting. There's a lot that you can do there with the kills or something, ski-based or whatever. And I also like movies, I assume, set in the winter because it is at a ski lodge, so I assume it's winter setting. And this one's also based on a video game, I think 2015 video game called Until Dawn, which is kind of fun. So I'm interested as to what they're going to do here. Something to look forward to in April. Here's a couple sequels that are very known and very anticipated. Let's go through them. These are the ones I'm looking forward to as well. These are the ones people have been talking about very heavily, and understandably so. It's exciting. First one is we are getting another Final Destination Bloodlines. I am excited. I wouldn't say I'm head over heels for this one, but I am excited for this. I love the premise of Final Destination. I love how death is the killer here. I think that they're fun. I hope we get something really unique, something cool. So this one is supposed to be coming out in May. We have, obviously, one of the big ones, huge one being hyped up is 28 Years Later, which is coming out in June. This will be the first of a new trilogy of film based on, of course, the 28 Days Later post-apocalyptic horror movies. Cillian Murphy in the original one. I think he's coming back for this one. This will be very interesting. I'm excited for it. I reacted to the trailer. It looks like it's going to be damn good. Megan 2.0 also coming in June, and this story has been kind of kept tightly under wraps. Obviously, it's going to be featuring Megan in a new form or a 2.0 version, whatever. And I think it's going to be exploring the same two protagonists we had in the first one, I guess, which is Gemma and Katie from the first film. I know James Wan has also hinted that Megan 2.0 would explore society's growing AI concerns in more of like a deeper and engaging way. I don't know, Blumhouse just loves the whole AI craze. To be honest, there's so much AI movies out there, and it's like, I'm a little bit over them. I'm excited for Megan 2.0 because I do like Megan. I think she's fun. Honestly, if she gets another dance, I'll be happy with this one. Okay, so we have an untitled I Know What You Did Last Summer film. This is coming out in July. I don't know. This is not a huge franchise that I absolutely love. I'm not super excited for it, but of course I'm going to check it out. Apparently this one will be a direct sequel to the 1997 horror film I Know What You Did Last Summer, and it's going to ignore the subsequent sequels and start a very brand new timeline. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess okay. We'll see if it delivers. So if you like I Know What You Did Last Summer, I think we're getting a new one. So we're getting another Conjuring film. This one's called Conjuring Last Rites. I believe this is scheduled for September 5th, I believe. Apparently this one's going to follow Ed and Lorraine Warren again in their final haunting investigation. We shall see if it is their final. They say final, there could be more. To be honest, I do like Conjuring. I'm excited for it in general. I really just like Vera Farmiga. I think that she's awesome, and I love her as an actress. So it might be fun. It's alleged to explore the couple's biggest case yet. I feel like they say that every time, but maybe this one will indeed be the biggest case yet. Saw 11, slated for the end of September. Guys, I love Saw. Oh god. Saw has had its highs. Saw has had its lows. Saw is a journey that you just have to go on. I'm dancing every single time at the end when those plot twists come. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. You know, I love it. I just love it. And to be honest, one of the highs was Saw 10 that we got 2 years ago. And it left on a cliffhanger, which was very interesting, and I am really curious as to what they're going to do in Saw 11. I would love to see Hoffman back. He's kind of an ass, but I kind of like him. I'm excited to see more of Tobin Bell. What I liked about Saw 10 is that the story really focused on Tobin Bell for the first time. It wasn't like his apprentice. It wasn't like going off on all these sorts of tangents, so to say. So I hope Saw 11 is focused, kind of like Saw 10 was, and I'm really excited for it. I really hope we get it. I love Saw. It'll be fun. The Black Phone 2 coming out in October. This is a sequel to the 2021 horror film Black Phone. Ethan Hawke and I think the pair of siblings are going to come back from this one. I'm actually excited for this one. I liked the first Black Phone, so we'll see what they do with the second. Coming in December, allegedly, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Look, guys, I'm one of those people that liked Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that the whole Five Nights at Freddy's world, the whole lore, the whole movie based on this video game, all the animatronics, Freddy and the pizza, whatever, all the stuff that's going on at once is kind of fun. Was it the best movie ever? No. And this new one is supposed to be, allegedly, a lot scarier and include deadlier animatronics. So that is the one thing we were missing from the first. It's like kind of like a gateway horror film. It's not very scary. It's PG-13, I believe. So it'd be interesting if they took it to the next level. That's what I would like to see in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We'll see what they do. It'll be an interesting one to see if we get it. We might be getting a 6th installment of the Insidious series. To be honest, it's not super clear when this is coming out. According to current reports, it looks like Insidious 6 might be coming out in August. I'm not entirely sure if that will be finalized. We will see. Another Insidious movie. I like Insidious in general. I think that might be kind of fun to go watch. I'm not like super excited about it though. And then finally, we might be getting a Thanksgiving 2 around November, around Thanksgiving time, which will be a fun little treat. I love Thanksgiving. I think that Eli Roth had something pretty fun here. It's just like fun, slasher, holiday, horror, fun. That's that. A couple other movies I'm looking forward to that I'll note right here. A24's Death of a Unicorn. Look, it looks silly, but I don't think it's one that's supposed to be taken seriously. So it might be kind of fun. It's a supernatural comedy horror starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. To be honest, it looks super fun and entertaining. And I really like the poster. I think that that's really nice. There's gonna be Fear Street Prom Queen, which is the 4th installment from the Netflix Fear Street series. Look, I like the Fear Street series. Is it, a cinematic masterpiece? Not at all, but I enjoyed the second one, especially in the series. Sadie Sink was in this one. It was set in the 80s. Oh, I don't think it was the 80s. I think it was late 70s, but it's like at a camp, and I really like that whole vibe. So I really enjoyed those. I like the premise in general, and I mean, I'm looking forward to the 4th. It's something that I'll definitely watch. It probably won't be like a standout, but I think it'll be a fun little horror to watch on my own when the time comes. So Frankenstein is an upcoming gothic science fiction horror film based on, of course, the 1818 novel, and this is about, of course, Victor Frankenstein striving to restore life to the dead and succeeding in creating a horrific creature. This one's supposed to be released by Netflix at the end of 2025 sometime. And then finally, one that I will mention is called Him. This is an upcoming sports horror film set to be released in September about an up-and-coming athlete who goes to train with a legend who is about to retire. I like the idea of a sports horror film. I think it's kind of cool. It could be interesting, and it's Jordan Peele produced, which adds another element of excitement there. And it explores the journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost. So there could be a lot they could do with that. I think that it's an interesting idea, and I'm interested in it, and I'm excited for that. So there we have it. Guys, let me know in the comments what movies you guys are looking forward to this year. It doesn't have to be horror, just any movies in 2025 that you guys are looking forward to. I would love to know and read through and take a look at anything that's coming out that I don't know of already. Like always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and catch me next time.